Logical. The Toronto Maple Leafs have removed Tom Watt from his job as head coach. Predictable because the Leafs didn't make the playoffs and because Watt was hired before his boss Cliff Fletcher. And logical because Watt was kept within the organization under the title Director of Player Development. And working and assessing young talent has always been Tom Watt's forte. Chris Sedens reports on the day at Maple Leaf Gardens.
I've had to content myself. When I went to Winnipeg as the head coach, they had 32 points the year before I got there. When I went to Vancouver as the head coach, they had 59 points the year before. When I took over here as the head coach, I think we were 2-12-1 or something.
And so it goes for Tom Watt. He's never had a chance to coach a really good hockey team. He accepts the move to Director of Player Development with mixed emotions.
I have no apologies to make as the coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think that in my time here, the best that I can point to is that I think that the coaching staff brought a little stability to a situation which might have been otherwise a very unstable situation. I know that in my time as the coach here in the 2 years, there are only 2 players that are still here that were here at that time. That's Todd Gill and Wendell Clark.
At the start of this season, Watt says he and General Manager Cliff Fletcher discussed his future with the team. It was decided Watt should return as head coach, if for nothing else, continuity. Now, Fletcher feels it's time for a change in direction.
I think Tom Watt's an excellent hockey coach, but we're looking down the road, and I just feel looking over more than the short haul, but the longer haul for the Leafs, that now would be the time to bring someone in who could grow with the team.
It's disappointing in a way because when you play for a man, you get used to his ways. You've basically fought together and got used to each other. And much like losing a teammate, when the coach is relieved of his duties, there's that same sense of loss, if you will.
Tom Watt says he doesn't feel like he's been made the scapegoat for the Leafs not making the playoffs this season. The big question now is over who will fill this spot behind the Leafs bench. There's speculation it could be Dave King, but General Manager Cliff Fletcher says he hasn't spoken to anyone yet. However, he is flying to Prague for the World Championships this week. Chris Sedens, TSN.